skins, new maps, and new tunes, the Dandy's World Easter update came with some new lore that we need to explore. We're gonna break down who really are the Easter tunes. Why is there suspicious writing on the walls in the Easter map? And what secrets might Bassie be hiding from us? So leave a like on the video, put your theory caps on, and let's discuss this. Starting with my boy Eggson. Eggson is the previous egg hunt champion with plenty of long stories and experiences to share. He loves to talk about his past adventures and the best egg hunt tales. So Eggson here is just a sweet old man who loves eggs. His whole life is basically eggs. And we know that because if we look at his dialogue lines, most of them really have to do with eggs. This is more intense than the last egg hunt. Also, just straight up eggs. Look at this chat with Gigi. I wonder if there's any eggs hidden anywhere. Eggs? Like items hidden for the finding, for the taking? I mean, yes, that is what an egg hunt would be, wouldn't it? Eggson, why didn't you say so? If there's any lying around, I will find them. Oh, and you'll share them with me? Whoa, who said all that about, sharing? No. It really seems like based on all of the interactions that Eggson has with the other toons, he's really well liked, and people go to him for his wisdom, even though his wisdom kind of revolves around eggs. The only question I really have about Eggson is he hard-boiled, soft-boiled? What's going on here? To me, he kind of looks hard-boiled with a really thick shell, but I don't know. You young whippersnappers! Next up, we got Mr. Flight right here. Flight is an outgoing fellow who has a grounded view on life. He'd rather stay out of trouble and make sure others stay away from the same trouble as well. Now, Flight here is Flutter's brother. Flutter from another mother, or actually the same mother. Based on the dialogues and interactions, it really seems like Flight has older brother energy, trying to just protect his sister. With this dialogue with Flutter, Flutter's like, of course I miss you when we're apart. I hope you've been out of trouble without my eye on you. I know, you're grown, but I can't help but worry. All right, I'll try not to worry as much, just for you. Where Flutter is always flying and her feet never touch the ground, her brother uses walking and running to get around. He got those wings, but I don't know, maybe they don't work as well as they should. But he does fly when he's twisted, so maybe they somewhat work. Also, is bro crying? Next tune we got is Coco, a chocolate bunny with a whipped cream tail. Coco loves to hop into all sorts of fun adventures with her friends. Such a sweet toon, always has sweet surprises to share. Sharing is caring. That's what Coco likes to say. In every single one of Coco's dialogue interactions, she's just so sweet. She's a really nice toon. She's made out of chocolate. Of course she's sweet. Even Flight is like, girl, you're so quick to help everyone. Maybe you should slow down a little. So basically, Coco is just a really nice toon who likes everybody and everybody likes her, right? Well, meet Bassie. Bassie is the new main character toon from the update and definitely has the most amount of lore surrounding her. Well, obviously, because she's the main. She doesn't have a character card, but when you look at her dialogue interactions with other toons, it's clear to see that she struggles with a bit of anxiety and self-doubt. Like, look at this one with Bobette. So, you're the Christmas holiday main. Last I checked. Yup, last you checked? Like, we can be replaced? What? No, I meant it as a silly little comment. Oh, you're so funny. Thanks. Every time she talks to somebody, she talks in this sort of unsure tone, kind of like this really reserved, really held back. And you know that because almost every single one of her dialogues has a ... punctuation. Look at this one with Connie, ... This one with Eggson, ... Even when she's asking Flight to go press flowers with her later, and he's like, sure, what are we doing? And she's like, maybe pressing flowers, ... question mark. And he's like, oh, of course. When you unlock her toon, another thing you'll notice is her idle animation. She is constantly checking herself. She's constantly fixing her pedals and touching her basket. I think she touches her basket handles maybe once every second. Like, look how often this happens. She does it right there. She's gonna blink a couple times. She does it again. So it's clear that she deals with a bit of anxiety and she's always just trying to fill in. She kind of doesn't think she belongs. And so she's always just making sure that everybody still kind of likes her. Well, everybody except for one toon. For whatever reason, she does not like Coco. Coco. Oh, Bassie. How are you, my friend? Fine. That's great to hear. Were you needing any help? No, not from you. Oh, silly Bassie, always with your jokes. Oh, I love the spring season. I can't stop thinking about Easter. Of course you can't stop thinking about it. Huh? Aren't you the same way though? No. I'm not like you. Oh, that's okay. We're all our own toon at the end of the day. Ha 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 ha. Okay. But of all people, why wouldn't Bassie like Coco? Coco seems to be a super kind-hearted person with just caring love for all of the other toons. For that, we need to journey over to the new Easter map, where a lot of new secrets can be uncovered and discovered. As I'm sure most of you have probably seen, if you go past the lockers in the back of the Easter map, there is a very suspicious amount of iCore writing on the wall, constantly saying, get her now, get her. All of the posters in this area have Bassie's face completely covered, and all that is left on the poster is where it says, get her. Can we just talk about how clever that is for a second? All of the posters usually say together, but then they covered out the things except for get her. Anyway, back to the floor. Along with all the writing on the walls, we also get a note on the ground. And this is yet another note written by Delilah Keene. And if you don't know who Delilah Keene is, she is the one who makes the toons into living, breathable toons. Arthur designs all of them, Delilah brings them to life. Delilah is writing to Arthur here and says, I don't think she should be a main class toon. After evaluations, it's clear she is too reliant on fellowship of toons she is close with. She is dependent, not an independent. Reconsider. I know this is very last moment. I'm unsure she could handle the public pressure in the key position you've placed her. So clearly Delilah can tell that Bassie is a toon that really requires all of this affirmation from the other toons in order to just sort of be okay. So she doesn't think Bassie can live up to the task of being a main toon. It's a lot of responsibility, and she thinks just with her mind, it's too much for her. So she asks Arthur to reconsider. But if she wasn't the main toon, then who would be the main toon? I watched this theory video from another YouTuber called Valley Waves. I'm gonna leave this video linked down below. You should absolutely go and watch it. But it was actually someone in the comment section of this video that pointed out something really interesting. In the Easter map, there are stores, and along with other stores in Dandy's World, they sell toys and plushies and merchandise. So far in Dandy's World, we have only ever seen plushies be made based off of the main toons. And who's that sitting on the shelf right there? Yeah, that's Bassie. But who's next to Bassie? That's Coco. So Delilah didn't think that Bassie's personality was fit for a main, but if you think about it, Coco's personality kind of fits perfectly. And so it would make sense why Cassie's dialogue interactions with Coco are always filled with this hatred, because she feels like she was being replaced. Bassie already feels very insecure about many things in her life, so when she notices that Coco is starting to get the attention that she should be getting, I'm sure it only filled her head with more self-doubt. And where does that self-doubt get channeled? Right into Coco's chocolatey face. Here's where we get into my theory. So buckle in, let me know what you guys think if you agree or disagree with me. Also, use the comment section down below to discuss every one of your ideas you have about this lore. When you walk around the Easter map, you'll notice that there is a bunch of shelves that are covering a slightly ajar door that has a bunch of iCore leaking out of it. There's also a set of prints that whoever was walking out of this door left behind. And you see the shape of those prints? Keep that in mind. Now let's go back to that back room area with all the writing on the wall. Take a look at the wall here. Do you see those? Those are handprints, clearly. They look like mitts, and I think it's pretty safe to say that those are the same handprints of whoever wrote everything on the walls. Now, most of the toons have this shape on their hand. Bassie has it right here. Connie here has the same shape, so that doesn't really tell us exactly who put this on there until you start to look at Twisted Coco. Look at both of her hands. They are both covered in iCore. And if you look at the handprints in the wall in the back room, there's 2 prints with iCore. And also, when you look at the note that Delilah wrote Arthur talking about how he should reconsider Bassie as a main, if you look at the sides of the note, there are 2 handprints in iCore. So if you couldn't already tell, I think that Coco is the one who wrote all of these things on the wall. It can't be Bassie because one of her arms is huge and is shaped like a clock. It can't be Flate because, well, bro got no arms. And Eggson only has one hand that is covered in iCore. The other one is clean and being occupied by a cane. So here's how I think the scene played out. Bassie found this note written from Delilah to Arthur and instantly became enraged. Now, we don't know exactly why Twisteds become Twisteds, but personally, I think it has something to do with a bit of anger, or at least a bit of emotion. I think the emotions is what bring out their twistedness. So when Bassie read this note, she started going absolutely bananas. Everything she had been thinking thinking internally was just coming to fruition. And then Coco came in to check on her while she was kind of becoming Twisted Bassie. Bassie then turns to Coco and punches her in the face. And I think that because look at Coco's eye. Look at that. That looks like a black eye if I've ever seen one. If I got punched in the face, that's what I would look like. So Coco starts to become twisted based on everything that's going on. And she's just so confused that she picks up the note and she reads it. And she kind of starts to understand why. And she realizes she has to get away from Bassie as soon as possible. So she hobbles out of that door. Remember that door we talked about earlier with the footprints? Look at the shape of these prints. Some of them look like a right hand print and some of them look like an oval footprint. And when you look at Twisted Coco, she leads with her right hand and her feet are ovals. So she got punched in the face, started becoming twisted, picked up the note, read the note, was like, oh my gosh, this all makes sense, ran away from Bassie, hobbled out, ran to that back room, and just started writing on the walls, get her, covering her face on the posters, get her, because she knows that she is very, very dangerous. And if you notice, written on the walls in that back room also says, I'm sorry, written over and over and over again. And we all know Coco's personality, no matter what, is really kind. And so I think she is just sorry about what she read on the note, saying this wasn't my fault. I am so sorry that this is happening. Oh my gosh, what's going on? And then imagine Arthur and Delilah walking into this scene like, oh my gosh, we gotta do something about this. So then they take Bassie and they lock her away behind the boards in the room. But hey, that's just a theory. Also, something I want to mention about Twisted Bassie is Quell has already confirmed that her face is two different sides. They're contrasting sides. We know this because of a Discord post where she posted some more concept art for Twisted Bassie and said, I had a lot of fun with Twisted Bassie's design. The four legs worked great for the sound design and her face having contrasting sides was perfect for her character. The left half of her face looks absolutely crazy like all the other Twisteds, and the right half of her face actually just looks emotionally defeated, in my opinion. She was already struggling with her own emotions, and I think reading the letter was just the final straw for her. And so now that she's twisted, I think she's just kind of given up, because that's what the left side of her face looks like, at least to me. Regardless of what actually happened here at the Garden View Center, we know that the lore keeps getting deeper and deeper, and as we uncover pieces, we really start to find out what's actually going on inside of this museum. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's lore and theory video. If you did, please leave a like rating down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And like I said earlier, leave anything you guys want to talk about down below. I would love to read all of you guys' own theories. If there's little pieces and parts that you think I missed or I'm not considering, let me know down below. I would love to hear from all of you. And if you want to see more videos from me, go and check out that video right there. YouTube thinks that that's the best one for you, so I think that's the best one for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next video.